good time since the last meeting.
Yes, it was great fun, actually.
Excellent.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Good. A bit sleepy.
Excellent. We are still gathering, so I will let people gather for a few more minutes. I mean, a couple more minutes. Just to let people know, Michael has been wrestling with a migraine, so he will not be joining us today. So you have me. And let's see.
We never have you both at the same time lately.
I think we do have Meet Echo records with both of us on together.
Yes.
So that's the only thing that I would mention about. Just to make sure everybody has it, here's the link for our notes for people to log into and add yourself as an attendee down under roll call if you look for that. And we do have a good, looks like we do have a good turnout too. So thank you all for that. And
So Michael has migraine, and you announced yourself as the late Spencer Dawkins.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's a bit, I don't know what's the right word. Would have done well at Halloween, I guess.
Well, I was impressed that one of our documents was submitted on Halloween, but they're always inspiring.
As long as it's not the 1st of April, because people can get ideas.
Very much so, yes. I am going to, if this is okay, share my screen. And that will take just a second to get organized. Just so we know what we're looking at. And this one, just so people can, like I say, just so people can follow along. I will go ahead and call us to order and welcome everyone and put up our usual administrivia part of the agenda. Let's see. So as for, like I say, we are talking about the proposed virtual interim meeting dates for 2023 later in the agenda. So letting everybody log in and the draft minutes from the previous meeting, although they are accessible for people who know how to look, were only distributed like 2 hours ago on the mailing list. So if it's okay, we will give people a chance to look at those before we approve them.
Yeah, I saw them earlier because they weren't early on the mailing list, but they were on the, I don't know where the minutes are, but where the minutes usually are.
Yeah. So yeah,
Seemed nice.
well, So basically, the best place to look is if Michael and I both take minutes in the hedge doc that I'm showing now. So if you open up the meeting notes for any meeting, you see the completed stuff that we submit as minutes. So, but like I said, I don't want to necessarily lean too hard on that. um, um, so one thing I wanted to do at the beginning of our time together was talk about the proposed 2023 meeting dates. I sent some proposal out on the 29th of November, and there were a couple of date errors. Basically, like I had a couple of them that might have been like the date was Thursday of the right week, but instead of Tuesday. But that didn't change the possible conflicts, which are here. And the current plan that I wanted to talk about with you all before we requested these is we would move our March meeting into April 4th because of IETF 116. That we would cancel our July meeting, that we would move our November meeting to the 5th of December, and cancel our December meeting like we did this past year. Are there any other, Steve said looked good to me on the mailing list, and are there any other things that we should be aware of before we turn in the list of meeting requests?
I have no objections.
Cool. I did have, so this is a Spencer question about any plans for in-person No Time to Wait in 2023 that might change our plans, like has happened a couple of times. And I know this may be early for them, but people, you guys are connected, so well connected. So
we don't have a date for No Time to Wait next year. Not yet.
okay.
So we may change maybe October, November. We don't know. We'll see when we have the date.
Yeah. Okay. So does this look good for Spencer to turn in the requests? And then we'll, if there's anything that comes up, we would manage that conflict like we always do. And just so the working group knows, when I start typing, like I know what the answer is as I'm asking a question, that's just that's not me telling you I don't care what you think. It's just me trying to get ahead on the notes. So if there are objections on the call, this would be a great time to make them.
Are we supposed to decide now if we change the dates for the IETF, for example?
So okay, so the IETF dates, because those have hotel reservations with them, or contracts with them, a couple of years in advance. Some of them, they're very unlikely to change. So I don't.
Yeah,
I don't think
we changed our schedule already for these dates.
Only so if so like for this one, which we would usually have as March 28th. Is that
Mhm.
highlighting okay? That's mostly because that meeting is in the Japan time zone, and both Michael and I are likely to be on site. So it would it would be the middle of the night for us, and we would not be at our best. So that you are asking a legitimate question about why why we would change the our dates to accommodate that.
No, the question is, do we already change the dates? Like it seems the 28th of March won't be okay. So we can decide now to put it on the 4th of April.
Yeah, that's what that's yeah, I'm going with this with the current plan that I had in the minutes. So yeah, so yes, moving March to April 4th and moving the November meeting to the first week of December. But
Okay.
and canceling our July meeting. So I will turn in the right set of requests before we get going. So yeah, excellent. And thank you for correcting the Boxing Day thing. Like I say, I don't know how I managed to pick the wrong date number, the wrong day number out of the week that I was
And
looking at.
I think Boxing Day is only a thing in the UK. We've never heard of
Yeah.
it anywhere else.
Canada also. So
Oh.
Michael would be affected. But yeah, that's where it comes from. So cool. So Spencer will submit the request. Yes, excellent. And for the working group status update, we have a lot of drafts that were expiring and have now been submitted. With update with have been resubmitted so that they are active in the data tracker. And thank everybody for that. And let's see. And this one here, yeah, the FLAC one is actually. Spencer needs to correct this. I'll do that. Well, I will not do that while you all are watching. This the thing with Slack is that we have finished working group last call, and Spencer just needs to do the Shepherd write up on the document. So that should be happening. That should be happening soon. It just wasn't going to happen this week. So and Matroska, we are also waiting for AD evaluation. So those two documents, we are waiting on the next step in the publication process. And like I said, thanks for everybody for posting the updated working group drafts. I wanted to ask people, what are we focusing on next now that Matroska and FLAC are leaving the base Matroska spec and FLAC are leaving the working group?
For Matroska, we have two options, either the codec document or the tag documents. I think the codec document is more important, but it will also be a lot longer. So I would actually prefer to...
The tag part is also long because there would be a lot of discussions about tag meanings and the details about tag. And for me, the codec part is more important.
Yes, I think the codec is more important, but I think it will take less time for the tag because there's like, I don't know, 30 codecs and we have to go through each of them. While tag is mostly done, we're not going to rewrite them. If anything, we have to just change the documentation. So I would rather focus on that because it should be faster, and that's my opinion. And of course, we can do both at the same time because I don't expect actually to have a lot of work on tags, but I know maybe Jerome, you have other ideas on that. Well, anyway, that's my opinion.
We do both at the same time, in parallel.
Yeah, like we did EBML and Matroska at the same time, and it worked fine.
Yes, they are totally independent, so we do in parallel. So for FFV1, it is still, yeah, a lot of people are very happy with FFV1 version 3. So for the moment, there is not a lot of work on V4, but we still want to focus on V4 at some point. But it is not, the priority is more Matroska codec for having something stable about what already exists.
Yeah, just that that's not urgent right now, right?
Yeah, so this is we still want to work on FFV1.
Sure, yeah.
It is a matter of time.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And that's helpful for me and Michael and for our area director just to know what to expect. We probably should be updating the dates on these, and which we can do by email. I'd like to have when Michael's available also. Okay, cool. Steve, you had asked the question about a document that would handle EBML errata, so for people who are following along, we have 5 reported errata, including 6 technical. We have proposed text for all 9 errata. Thank you for that. And we did have, like I say, just the one question from Chris about whether one errata should be combined with another errata or not. That question would be interesting if we did not do another document at some point, but if we do another document, we'll have to decide what to do that anyway. So Michael's suggestion on Halloween was yes, we should start the 8794 BIS now, but not rush. And so I wanted to ask the question, do we have a sense of when we would be likely to uncover more errata? I'm assuming that part of the process of uncovering the 9 we found so far has been people using EBML and then having questions.
I don't think we can say when, because basically the when before was when we finish the Matroska document. If we find something that is a problem, that didn't happen. So there was some reports from the EBML RFC from people who read the document and tried to implement and saw some things. we reached these 2 steps, and I think from now it's less likely to have errata now.
Okay, cool. Um, do we want to go ahead and this is a question probably for me and Michael, but basically the Spencer will discuss adding a milestone for this with Michael and with Murray RID. So cool. And thank you for that. That's very helpful for me. I wanted to ask what people's impressions were about the in-person meeting at the No Time to Wait, but because I was the only person who wasn't on site. Let's defer that until Michael's available, if that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So like I said, Matroska, we're waiting for Murray's AD evaluation. The last time Michael and I talked with him, Murray said that this was like the next document that he has to do AD evaluation for. So we are at the top of his list, and we need the Shepherd write-up for the FLAC draft, which is at the top of my list. So for both of these, I don't know that we have anything to talk about on the call. Are there? We said we're deferring V4 FFV1 V4 for a bit.
Yes.
There. And do we have any other business?
Well, I do have one question.
Okay.
There are 2 PRs against the FLAC specification document still on the GitHub. They're only small, well, minor things.
Okay.
And I didn't publish a new document because I thought, well, it's only small changes, and but well, we haven't had any more changes since then. When do you want me to publish a new document? I don't know whether you already started reading or whether you can look at them, and well, what should I do with these?
Okay, so Spencer's opinion on this is, if these are small changes, I'm fine with you waiting to do the submission. Just in case I see anything that I have questions about, that way you'd only have to do the submission once. Yes. But we will need to do an update when we request publication, the next step, basically. So after you see my Shepherd report, and if there's anything we need to talk about there, and we resolve anything we need to talk about, at that point, it would be good to do a revision.
Okay. Yes, I was just wondering whether it would be is a workable situation for you when there are these 2 changes that aren't in the document. They're only really minor.
Yeah, sure.
So. Okay, that was all.
Cool. So is there anything else we need to talk about?
About Matroska, I feel an issue about the time code part. Steve, can you check it a bit more, a bit when you have some time? There is one pull request, but it is an addition, so it is a bit different. And there is the issue number 682. I would like that Steve can review. If Steve can review it, it would be great. Because it is not clear about the example provided in the Matroska spec.
You said that was
Did you
682?
say 684?
682. I put it in the chat. So there is maybe a small focus on that. It is a bit per bit a thing to focus on, so not something we could do now, I think. But just, yeah, Steve, if you can check it.
Yeah, okay, I will.
And so the question is, does this need to happen before the Matroska spec is published?
It would be great because the example seems weird to me. So I would like to have to be sure that the example in the Matroska spec is fine.
Okay. So we're just say that this is not blocking publication, but would be good. It would be good to resolve. Is that right? Is that right? Cool. And Steve, is that okay for you to take a look at that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Cool. Excellent. Is there anything else we need to talk about?
By the way, that document is part of the codec document, not the Matroska document. So it's not, it will, yeah.
It is not blocking for the current document. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you were saying that is 682 on the codec or on the main spec?
Yeah,
It is on the additional mappings. So yeah, not the main spec too.
Okay.
So not blocking.
Okay. And I'm sorry, I misunderstood that. So that's on the codec spec?
No, it is me. So it is on the addition, the additional mappings. So not the codec, it is another one.
Okay.
I don't know. This one, it will be inside the codec
yes.
document.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So it is in the codec document. In that case. So it is less urgent.
Okay.
I put the link on where it's integrated in the document and it's in the codec file.
Okay.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. And thank you guys for walking me through that. just to make sure that everybody understands what we're talking about.
It
you know,
is not
which
a
and
matter
that may
of
just
core.
be, yeah,
Mm.
that may be just Spencer understands what we're talking about. You guys know you can type corrections in the minutes too, right? I'm not
Yeah,
offended.
but you do it so well.
I see. Is there anything else we need to talk about?
Not from me.
No.
Are we all good?
Yes.
Cool. So the other good news I have for you all is I don't think I gave Michael the migraine. So I'm expecting to see him back in January.
Yes, hopefully.
But I hope you all have a wondrous winter holidays of whatever flavor you might celebrate, and a wonderful beginning of your new year.
You
And
too.
we will see you all on the mailing list.
Sure. And GitHub.
Happy holidays.
Yeah,
Talk to
you all
soon.
too.
Bye.
Excellent.
Bye.
Bye-bye.